Greetings, vinyl community, to my first video in the era of COVID, Corona 19 something? Coronavirus, anyways. I think if anything deserves this, it's going to be this. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Cheers. Just a quick update. For those of you who might be wondering why I haven't uploaded any vinyl videos, I did get a few messages from people. Thank you very much who were wondering how I was doing. I was isolated, I guess, like a lot of you, for 2 weeks. My place of employment was very nice and proactive to ask me to please self-isolate for 2 weeks and then come back to work, which I've been back at work now for a week. And you know, during those 2 weeks that are off, you may be saying, well, I could have made a video in those 2 weeks, but I think there's more important things right now to focus on than fixating on vinyl videos. So I chose, just to kind of lay low, be bored out of my skull, and listen to records and kind of keep on top of this madness that's going on right now. So like I said, I hope everyone is doing well. I have loved ones who are sick at the moment, so it's kind of, much like you, I don't know what's going on. And then the real kick in the teeth is the day before I had to self-isolate for 2 weeks, is the day that in my area of the world, they decided to close down everything. So the thrift stores are down, record stores are down, although a lot of local stores are doing pickup at the door, but it's no replacement for browsing. Flipping through vinyl, you kind of have to know what you want and know what they have, I guess. But what a kick in the teeth. So I was off, and then everything closes down. And I'm going to guess it's like that everywhere in the world right now, at least I hope it is. So, but having said that, it's been so long since I've done a vinyl video that I have a lot. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to look this way, and I'm going to guess there's about 200 records there. There's about 40 here. What I'm going to show you is just kind of a selected pick of what I have picked up in the last probably, I don't know how long I said it was, but it's probably over the last couple of months probably. I don't even remember when my last vinyl video was, but yeah, how about enough of my yakking, and we'll get right to this. Like I said, I just wanted to give a quick update and see how everyone is doing. Let me know in the comment box how you're doing, kind of how this is affecting you, and I'm sure it's the same everywhere. So cheers, everyone. Anyways, what should I start on here? You know what? Let's start on some. Should we get some new vinyl? I think we should get to some new vinyl. This has been new vinyl. There hasn't been a lot coming in. I honestly, what I did is I canceled all my Amazon orders just to kind of be, once again, proactive, not knowing what the income was going to be like when I was off, but everything was good. I was all paid. But I ended up canceling all my Amazon new release orders just in case. Like I said, I think there's a little bit more important things than vinyl to be buying, but everything turned out to be good. So like I said, some of this, most of this I've gotten since this madness. And by madness, I mean the coronavirus, which I feel like one of those sheep that are just keep on repeating the word over and over again. Anyways, let's start with this. This is the first, this is cause for celebration in my world, the first new golden earring music since, and I'm going to brain fart on that one, since their last album, which was Tits and Ass, which was a long time ago. The first new golden earring music to be heard in a long time, and it's a double-sided single, obviously. I guess a double A-side maybe, for Say When, and the B-side is Back Home. And this was released on Music on vinyl, which I've said before is my favorite reissue label. I think so, anyways. But anyways, and it comes, actually, I'm going to show this to you. Some of you might have seen this already on other videos who might be showing this, but this comes on gold vinyl, but it comes with a custom adapter that has golden earring written on that. How's that? Anyways, you pay the price. That wasn't that cheap, but anyways, really good. You know what? They're back to rocking, which I'm really excited about. It's full out rock and roll from Golden Earring. I want to kind of cut down on the backstories today because we're almost 5 minutes in. But you know what? It's COVID. It's my COVID update. Give me a few minutes to talk COVID. Anyway, surprisingly, I've been healthy. Any new illness that comes around, it seems like I get it. Not this time. That's right. You know why? My whole family put them in the attic just to guarantee I wouldn't get sick. They're fine. They're fine. I kind of I have a pulley system where I bring my buckets of food and water, and they're fine in the attic. There's no heat up there, but heat rises. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. They're in the attic. Anyways, this was on sale on Amazon, like I said before, all this craziness was going on, and although I've listened to their music streaming, I'm not really into Steven Wilson. I guess I'm the one guy. I don't know. I just and I think it maybe because I haven't given it enough opportunity to get into Steven Wilson, but I thought maybe it was time to start getting into the world of Porcupine Tree. Everyone thinks Porcupine Tree is the shit, so I thought, well, fuck, what am I missing here if I don't at least, like I've said many times before, at least I don't want to be ignorant of any opinion. I want to be, educated. So this was on an Amazon return. Actually, there you go. Amazon return from their warehouse. Nothing wrong with it. Someone just got it and didn't like it. But I got Porcupine Tree's Fear of a Blank Planet. Nice cover. And this is the new double vinyl reissue, I believe. And yeah, I don't know why I decided to go with this one. I believe it's somewhat of a concept album anyways. And Alex Lifeson's on it from Rush. I didn't know that. Robert Fripp. And some guy named Steven Wilson. Anyways, I decided I would dip my toe into the water of Porcupine Tree. And some people think they're incredibly overblown, and some people think they are gods. So I decided to start with this one, and I liked it. I liked it. And I don't feel bad for liking it. I just, it surprised me. I liked it a lot more than Steven Wilson's solo stuff, but that's something I'm going to have to get into down the line again. I decided to start with Porcupine Tree and kind of follow him along his little journey, which is I hate that word, journey. Everyone's on a journey nowadays. Everyone's on a journey with COVID. My journey with COVID. I can imagine the YouTube videos popping up after this thing's all done with. Maybe I'll make one. Get tons of views. Fear of a Blank Planet. I'm very happy to add this to my collection. And like I said, I had no preconceived notions of what it was. It was really good. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be, and I was very happy about that. So, yeah, I'm a bit informed now about Porcupine Tree, and I think they're pretty damn good. At least that album is, anyways. We'll see. I have another one that I want to get. I don't remember the one. I don't remember what it's called now. It's the one with the guy in the eye. You know that one? You know that one. What the eye one? All right. Hang on tight. I bought this to make a video in my series of wait, I'll listen to it, and I still might do it. But don't think bad of me. But I bought Billie Eilish, and what is it called again? Where do we go? Where are we when we are asleep? Where do we all go? I bought it. It's on yellow vinyl. And I bought this right after the last Grammy Awards. I think it was like the day after. And like I said, once again, because you guys all know I'm cheap as fuck, this was on mega sale for like $16.99 at a local store. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to see what all the hype is about, because no one wins that amount of awards without some merit to their music. And it's good. It's a good, inoffensive album. I think the strength of the strength of her albums is her music. It's not necessarily so. It's her brother. It's not necessarily her. She is an image. I wouldn't say she's a manufactured image, but she is an image, and that's why she plays so well on magazine covers and billboards, and the face of a new generation, which I don't think she is, but she plays well to the media. And her music is 75% her brother, and the rest of it, because she doesn't sing per se. She whispers, I guess, as you might know. I think there's one song on here where she kind of makes an attempt at singing, and it's pretty good. The album's good, and I don't know if it's worth all the Grammy awards, and I don't know if it's worth all the hype, but it's a good, inoffensive album. And like I said, the strength of it is the music. Her brother should be, in his own right, a star, because I think he should make his own albums, because the guy is obviously very gifted making this in his bedroom. Anyways, Billie Eilish, what more can I say? And I may or may not still make a video, but I've kind of already blown what I think of it. And I'm not going to repeat the title because it sounds like a t-shirt you would find at Urban Outfitters. But anyways, I liked it. I know, I liked it. I saw Billy Hurst show it, so I don't feel that bad. He liked it too. So there you go, Billie Eilish. It was fine. All right. Once again, I bought this with my birthday money. My wife's parents got me a lovely gift certificate for Amazon. Like I said, once again, before all this craziness, now Amazon is apparently not shipping vinyl within Canada. I don't know. That's what I hear. I hear they're only shipping essential products to people. And if vinyl's not essential, then what the fuck is? Like respirators, masks, gloves, hand sanitizer? It's vinyl. Anyways, I need to thank my in-laws because they were responsible for me getting the one Golden Earring album I don't have. Now I have everything that Barry Hay is involved in, and I think I have one before he was involved with Golden Earring, Barry Hay being the lead singer of Golden Earring, but this was the only one I was missing, and it's on colored vinyl. It's red vinyl. It's individually numbered. It's Golden Earring on the double. And I'm going to forget my facts because I'm trying to remember all the facts of all these albums. And let's face it, it's the age of coronavirus. So, you know, my mind is elsewhere. Golden Earring on the double. What number do I have? Number 65 of 1,000 individually numbered copies on the double. Like I said, I believe this is the first album with Barry Hay on vocals, and I could be wrong, but I think it is. And for me, Golden Earring really starts with when Barry Hay started. Well, actually, when this isn't the original drummer, Cesar, their drummer, I think joined an album after this, I believe. But anyways, this is more or less 3/4 of the core of Golden Earring. And I can't remember when this was released, 1969, I think. Anyways, so yeah, that wasn't cheap, so I need to thank my in-laws for that, for the birthday certificate. They are lovely, lovely folks. I hope they're safe where they are. They're not in the city. They are out in the boonies, and I think they'll probably be better for it for that. Cheers. All right. The next three come from, I did a video. I usually every year I do a video for Rhino Records campaign they have called Start Your Ear Off Right. And what it is, it's kind of like Records Today, but Rhino releases, I've talked about this before. Go back in my videos. They're not as entertaining as now, but you know what? They're there. Every January into February, Rhino Records starts a new campaign called Start Your Ear, get it, Off Right. And they release limited edition records, much like Record Store Day, and they release them every week. And these three next releases are from that campaign. Like I said, it's been a while since I've made these videos. So yeah, so I've been late in showing you these. But I got 3 of them this year. I probably could have got more, but these were the 3. And I was surprised I didn't have a copy of this on vinyl. I feel like I gotta watch it now because you know there's this thing for kids now on these things now, so I can't swear a whole lot now. Not that I swore a lot anyways, but I feel like a fucking idiot. Oh shit. I think I have this. I know I have this on CD, but it's the MC5 Kick Out the Jams. This is, and I have to say, all their stick it up your rear campaign, Start Your Ear Off Right. They're all the attention to detail for mastering and for any remastering and then mastering of the vinyl is done very, very specifically, and a lot of attention to it. So it's not like they slap some colored vinyl, throw it out there. They redo them a lot of times with the original producers or someone who's very good at cutting vinyl. So they don't go half-ass on these. So anyways, MC5, Kick Out the Jams. This is as a replica Electra sleeve, which I love. And this is on red, white, and blue colored vinyl with the original Electra gold label. I listened to this last night, and it's just, Man, man, oh man, what an album. Kick Out the Jams, and I feel like a damn fool for not having this on vinyl before, but I'm glad I waited for this one anyways. The sound is just unreal. So there's that one. And the other two I haven't opened yet. I've been very slow listening to records these days, as I don't know if you know this or not, but we're living in the era of coronavirus. So I've been, you know, doing other things. Like COVID watch on my phone all day. Ramones, It's Alive. Like I said, and there's the sticker. So if you want to identify it in your local store. Oh, by the way, the other thing about these, they're only available to independent record stores. So you can get these. I think Barnes and Nobles in the States counts for some reason as an independent record store, but you can get them there in the States. But that's the beauty thing about it. Independent record stores only. You can get these at. So the Ramones. This is on red and blue vinyl. There's the label on it. As you can see, start your ear off right. This one was remastered by the original engineer Ed Stasium. As we all know, Ed Stasium is master producer. He's produced some incredibly classic albums. And yeah, I'm touching my face because you know why? I'm not sick and my family's in the attic, so yeah. Anyways, I didn't have this on vinyl either, actually. I have it on cassette and CD, but not on vinyl. And this was the New Year's Eve show in London at the Rainbow Theatre, 1977, New Year's Eve. Great live set. So you're dealing with, I think, their first 2 or 3 albums anyways. And yeah, classic performance by the Ramones, maybe their best live album. Arguably. The next one I didn't really need, but I wasn't going to say no to this because I'm a junkie for this album. It's cliche to say you're a junkie for this album, but and it's cliche to say this, but this album, when my friend Rob played this album to me on cassette after school one day in my bedroom, it's one of those cliche things to say, but it's a life-changing moment. And then he played the song Submission, and then I'm touching my mouth, I'm touching my face, don't care, I'm illustrating. I was hooked. And I've just been obsessed with this album ever since. And this is on pink vinyl, limited edition. I don't know if there was any remastering involved in this one or what pressing they were going off of, but to talk about that with that and the Ramones, it's kind of like talking about polishing your car before you smash it into a brick wall. It's meant to just hit you. It's not meant to sound audiophile. It's meant to smash you in the teeth. Anyways, pink vinyl. Wasn't going to say no to this. Just love this album. I don't know what more you can say about it. Anyways, I'm old enough where this album would have been a mega influence. What time we got here? We got 18 minutes. I got to give a shout out, like I said, this video to a gentleman named, well, he goes on Instagram under curated vinyl, curated_vinyl at Instagram, on Instagram, and his website, or his email is curatedvinylrecords@gmail.com. He's a record vendor. There he is, right there. And we are friends on Facebook, or on Instagram, sorry. NAZZ_Nomad, NOMAD is my handle. Anyways, he contacted me and he came into a large volume of 7-inch singles. And he offered to send me a bunch of them, and I was like, I'm not worthy. And he said, I'm going to send you a bunch of singles. And I'm like, I'm not worthy. And then he sent him anyways. I'm still not worthy. And this guy is the bomb. This guy is the king, and I owe you big time. He's asked me to send him a few records that I do have. I'm sorry. It's COVID. Anyways, you know, my boxes are piled up really high over there, and I got to find some time where I have someone to help me. You know, because my back's a bit bad, so I have to downstack these and restack them up, and like I said, my family's up in the attic, so I have no one to help me right now. But I will get you those records, I promise you. What a king among kings. Anyways, he sent me like a stack of 7-inch singles. Most of them I don't have. Just the highlight for me is one that's going to go in that box I talk about all the time of my favorite singles of all time, which I will be making the video this year. It's done. The box is done. Anyways, it's a promo copy of Canadian promo of English Beat, Mirror in the Bathroom, white label promo. Man, that is just, that to me was just, that's enough. If you would have sent me that alone, I would have been I don't have a bald spot, do I? No, I don't think so. Anyways, just some amazing stuff with the 45 strips. Lots of Duran stuff, which I love. Some Peter Gabriel. Queen, Princes of the Universe, which I didn't have. Some, like I said, just some brilliant Duran stuff. Some variants I don't have. Some OMD, which I was happy about. Duran, Come Undone, which I didn't have before. Just some Tom Petty. Some more Queen, Body Language. David Bowie, Without You, which was the final single off of Let's Dance. Oh, and this was this one. These two, actually, I got to show you these two. Were with the English beat. Were the piece de resistance. I'm multilingual, by the way. Queen, Pain is So Close to Pleasure. I've never seen this before. This is off the Kind of Magic album. Never seen that before in my life. And also this one, Rush, The Body Electric. Never seen this picture sleeve before. I think that this is off of Grace Under Pressure, is it not? Is it? I don't remember now. I'm brain farting. Yes, I'm going to say it's off of Grace Under Pressure, The Body Electric. I mean, those three alone was just worth it. Anyways, please go ahead and go on Instagram and find Curated Vinyl. Curated_vinyl. This guy is the king among kings, so thank you so much. I'm not worthy once again. All right, let's get to the rest of the finds before we get too long. I'm going to try to keep this within 30 minutes today. I got an absolutely minty condition copy of Bill Haley, Rock Around the Clock on the Decca label. I love my old 50s rock and roll, and I've never had a good copy of this one. And this one, I don't know if I said this already. This is thrift store finds before they fucking closed them all. Just make us wear a mask and some gloves and allow 20 people in at a time. Come on. I got nothing else to do in life. Anyways, this is the... I'm so happy to get this. I listened to this twice in one night, and I'm just so happy to have that one. Coliseum 2, which was an extension of the original Coliseum, who released their album Valentine Suites, which is one of my favorite kind of progressive jazz albums of all time. This is Coliseum 2 with the original drummer from Coliseum, but this has Gary Moore and Don Airey, and like I said, the original drummer John Heisman. And I actually had no idea there was a Coliseum 2 and that Gary Moore was involved, but what a killer album. I mean, I think they made 3 albums and none of them really did incredibly well, but if you see Coliseum 2 kicking around, like I found this for $1.99, pick it up. Ready for this? Leonard Nimoy. This might be my screen cap. 2 sides of Leonard Nimoy. This is an original on Dot Records. And the first side is, I think this is from like, what, late 60s, I'm guessing? The first side is kind of like him singing songs as Spock, which is kind of funny. And then the other songs is Leonard Nimoy trying to be a crooner. But what a thrift store find. 2 sides of Leonard Nimoy. You're not going to be some of these finds. I think I posted this find on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, scroll back, you'll see me finding these at a thrift store. And how exciting is that? It's exciting. Hawkwind, In Search of Space, at a thrift store. United Artists. In fact, this copy here used to belong to the record library of CBC Radio in Edmonton, I believe. And it was filed under Popular Instrumental. So this used to belong to CBC Records, and someone donated it. There you go, there's the original CBC tag at a thrift store. This might be my screen cap too, because this is one of my favorite albums of all time. There you go. Anyways, I'm trying to hurry here. Sorry. Hawkwind, In Search of Space at a thrift store. Y&T, Down for the Count. Summertime Girls is on this one. That's probably their biggest song. Anyways, Y&T. Anyways, is there any love for Salt and Pepper in the house? Probably not. This is a band called The Second Coming. And what is it on? It's on this lovely Mercury Records label that a lot of really good um, kind of hard proto metal bands were on. And I thought it was going to be something like that because I kind of bought it blind from the thrift store. And it's okay. It's not a great record. If I recall right, it's kind of a bluesy rock album. Anyways, it's decent enough. The Second Coming on Mercury Records. I don't remember what year it was. It's got to be late '60s, early '70s. Anyways, Second Coming. If you know anything about this album, tell me. If you like it, let me know. Maybe I'll give it another spin. UFO double live album called Strangers in the Night. Once again, we're talking thrift stores here, thrift store finds here. Yeah, Doctor, one of the greatest kind of hard rock songs of all time is on this. Anyways, there you go. This is all part of one thrift store find, by the way. Queensryche, The Warning, original pressing. Warning, warning, warning. If you know the album, then that'll make sense to you. Original EMI America pressing, original sleeve. Queensryche, Warning. I have the remastered copy of it that was out on, I think, Friday Records. It's much better than the original pressing, so don't buy this hype all the time that original presses are better. They're not all the time. Sometimes they are, and in this case, it's not. It plays clean. I just like the dynamics of the recent reissue that's out. Know nothing about this album. I have not spun it yet. I know the name Brian Auger's Oblivion Express called Reinforcements. I'll probably get around to playing this later tonight. If you're a fan, let me know. Ohio Players Gold. I will never say no to an Ohio Players album, ever. If nothing else, their album covers. Not for kids. Anyways, Ohio Players Gold. The Bar-Kays, Too Hot to Stop. I am a sucker for mid to late 70s funk and even early 80s funk. I love it. That stuff that kind of crossed over to electro, which the Bar-Kays kind of turned into. What an amazing album this is, by the way. Too Hot to Stop, the Bar-Kays. You can probably find this cheap. Well worth the money. Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. I don't know if this is maybe what... If you follow my videos, this is number... Much like Fleetwood Mac Rumors, probably number 20 of Hounds of Love I found. Not saying no to it. Fabulous Thunderbirds, something you always see at thrift stores, but I realized I didn't have it on vinyl. And I do like I like Tough Enough and Wrap It Up. And I liked them at the time. I can't remember any other songs off this album, but you know what? Fuck me. I found yet another copy of Donald Fagen's The Nightfly. I think this is maybe the third time I've shown it in the last calendar year. And I'm going to have to play A/B, compare this with the one I have to see if it's an upgrade. But like I said, if you find this at the thrift store, you don't say no to it. It's such an amazing album. It's kind of becoming close to my go-to album to test turntables and test stereo systems is The Nightfly. By Steely Dan member Donald Fagen. Nothing fancy here. Molly Hatchet. Just some good filler stuff. I don't really have any Molly Hatchet albums. It was there. 10 years after Stonehenge. Cover, really crappy, but the vinyl is actually very nice. So once again, this falls under the banner of you don't play the cover. Oddly enough, you play the vinyl. Once again, I bought this because of the record label. Uni or Uni Records. Love that swirl. But a band called Charity. And this could be 6 or half dozen the other. It could be, well, I mean, it could be 50-50. It could be shit, could be good, because there was some crap on this label, but there's some incredible psychedelic music on this label. And it was okay. Much like some of the other stuff I found. It's okay, or like The Second Coming. It's okay. Probably worth another listen. But Charity. Once again, let me know if you know this album. You probably won't. Okay, I'm getting close here. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. A nice upgrade copy to that one. Beach Boys Today, an original Capitol Records T2269 is the catalog number if you can score at home. An original copy of Beach Boys Today. Beautiful condition. Finding early Beach Boys albums in good condition, not easy. I'm going to skip this one for next video. Skip this one. I'm getting down. I'm getting up there in time. Frigid Pink. I'm gonna guess this is a later pressing, as in the same year, probably, but another pressing because it has featuring House of the Rising Sun. This is like, I think I've found this album a couple times now at thrift stores. Once again, I have to play this against the one I do have and see if it's an upgrade copy. But Frigid Pink, that was a nice thrift store find. Astrid Gilberto, A Certain Smile, A Certain Sadness on Verve. It's not flamenco. You know, gets Gilberto. That's that stuff. And the term is escaping me now. It's not flamenco though. Bossa Nova. Could be Bossa Nova. Anyways, beautiful original pressing on Verve Records. I do like that Gets Gilberto album, so I wasn't going to say no to this one either. Metalheads in Canada, ready? Much Music presents the Power Hour. This is one for Canadians. Much Music was our video channel. You had MTV, we had Much Music, and their metal show, which way predates their. What was the MTV one? You know, the MTV metal show with Ricky Ratchman. Headbangers Ball. Power Hour way predates that, so Much Music was way ahead of the game. And they put out, I think, 1 or 2 albums under the name Power Hour, which was their show. An amazing find. I've never seen this on vinyl. I have the cassette, but it was a very kind of, what year was this? 89. Very kind of influential album for me at the time. For what reason, I don't know. The Meters. Oh man, Rejuvenation. Widely considered to be one of the top funk albums of all time. The Meters, Rejuvenation. I can't believe I found this one. Original Reprise Records pressing. Do me a favor, if you're into funk, about the 70s funk thing, you know, and you think everything starts and ends with Parliament Funkadelic, and you don't know this album, find it and pick it up and listen to it, stream it. What an amazing funk album this is. The Meters, Rejuvenation. Eddie Murphy's first comedy album. Didn't have it. And I'm going to do one more. One of the most common psych albums that you will find, like you said, you'll find this at thrift stores sometimes. You'll find this kind of, if the record store's not gouging you, you can get this for about $15. But it doesn't equate the quality of it. It's the best value psych album you can get at a decent price is Fever Tree. This is what, like I said, one was from the thrift store. Decent BG plus copy, I would say. And yeah, what more can I say about that? Fever Tree. I'm trying to hurry up here, I promise you. I have a new guitar, but that's for another video where I'm not rambling like this. It's the COVID video. Cheers, everyone. Anyways, I'm going to end this video now. I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm touching my face on purpose now just to bug people. Whiskery. I want to say, in all seriousness, I hope everyone out there is doing well. I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime, and I'm sure you haven't. We've lived through SARS, we've lived through all kinds of little outbreaks here and there, but this is different, and it's a whole big, who knows what's going to happen. So, like I said, I hope everyone out there is doing their part in staying safe, and I know I will. So, once again, I hope everyone watching this is doing well. And take care of yourself. Wash your hands. While you're washing, you'll have nice clean hands to subscribe to my channel. Click that bell icon. Smash that bell icon. Anyways, I gotta go up to the attic, feed the family, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. Peace.